Hey everybody, I'm going to show you how to use the Google My Maps tool. And so this is a little bit different. This uses Google Maps, which you guys have all looked at before, but this is My Maps, which is a little bit different. So I'm going to go to my URL here, and I'm going to just type in My Maps. And then that takes me to Google My Maps. Click on that. So these are all the maps that I have, which include all the ones that students have made over the years for this project I'm going to show you. But I'm going to click on Create a New Map up here in the corner. And I need to make a name for this new map. So I'm going to click over here where it says Untitled. And I'm going to hit Delete to get rid of that. And I'm going to put in Show and Tell 2020. So I could put a description down here. I could say this is a map to show how to use Google Maps or something like that. But I don't really need a description in there. I do need a title though. When you guys do your maps, I'm going to have you put your last name as part of your map title as well, just in case it gets mixed up somewhere. So I'm going to hit save, and now you can see that it's called Show and Tell 2020. Let's just use this basic layer here, and I could change the name of my layer, and I could just say that this is layer 1. And hit that. So now I've changed the name of the layer. I don't have to change it. I could just leave it where it was. We're not going to do anything real advanced in My Maps, but just to let you know, you could do up to 10 layers of different things laid on your maps. And we're not going to get nearly that detailed, okay? I can also change my base map. I can use satellite. I'm going to use satellite here in just a minute. So I'm going to leave it at that. But we're going to do what we call dropping pins. That's what these little markers out here are called. These are pins. And we're going to drop some pins. So the first pin I'm going to drop is going to be on my house. So I'm going to zoom in to where my house is. And I know that I've seen almost every single one of you guys do this 100 times because you just love looking at your own backyards. I think you're very concerned about how your grass looks or something. I'm not sure. Maybe you miss mowing the lawn or something, or maybe you just can't wait to mow the lawn next time, so you want to look at the grass. But here on Tittabawassee Road is my house. Okay, I'm gonna guess that maybe my pool wasn't quite that green in reality. I don't think so. So anyway, here's my house. I'm gonna click on a pin. And I'm going to click on the top of my house. And you see that now that I get 0.1, it's a nice blue tear-shaped marker. And now I can change the name of this, and I can just type right over the top of it and call it my house. And here's where I put a description in. We're going to do descriptions in our project, so I need you to practice making descriptions. For mine, I'm just going to put this is where I live. Okay. In our project, we're going to be putting descriptions in to explain what was happening at each of these points in our novel. So that you will have to make sure we know why we're putting each point on in our novel. I also want to add a picture. And in our project, we're going to be adding at least one picture to every point. So I can go to Google Image Search, and I'm just going to put in something like house and find a fancy house here. This does not look like my house. Doesn't look like a house in Hemlock, does it? So I'm going to click that, and you will see that it's going to put the house in my pin marker now. This is where I live. It's called my house, and here's a picture of what my house does not look like. I could add another one here by clicking plus. I could get rid of it by hitting the trash can, but I'm just going to leave that for right now, and I'm going to save it. Okay, so now it's saved. Let's say the next thing I want to do then is change what my marker looks like. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a teardrop, but I want something a little fancier. So I click on that. Maybe give it a double click here. There we go. And now I can hit the style button. That's a little bucket of paint. And I could change the color. Maybe I want to make it this dark, dark color. But more importantly, I could change the icons. So there's a lot of icons here. There's a nice house one. I can make it look like a house. What if I wanted more? I can hit more icons. And let's see, here's the one I want. It's a castle. I'm going to say my house is a castle. So now I have changed the color, I've changed the icon, I put a picture, I put a description, I told what it was, and I put it in the right spot on the map. So I can click off of it, and look, it stays there. I can change back to my base map so that shows up a little better probably. See? And there's my house. And it stays there. And on our project, we're going to put in 30 or 40 pins on a map. So I need you to practice doing some of those. I'm going to give you a list of things to do in Classroom, and I want you to practice doing those. I want you to make the marker. I want you to put the title. I want you to put a description, and I want you to put at least one picture. I want you to change the what it looks like. Okay? So that's how you do it, and let's get some practice.